Welcome in, everybody. Court is in session once again, building the case with your Honorable Judge Donnie Rightside. Past two court cases have not been in the court's favor, but there have been some appeals and some overturns in the process. Tonight we're going to hear the case. 101-102 docket. The Atlanta Falcons versus the New Orleans Saints. Atlanta's going to be hosting this football game tonight, folks. I went out over the past weekend. Most people said, hey, Donnie, Judge Rightside, get it together. We need some of these court appeals to go right for us. So, went to the doctor, got the eyes checked. We're now in good order. We should be reading very clearly now as we enter into this new docket here today. As I said, the good people of the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. Let's get into it. But, in my courtroom, before we get into it, a gentleman that I knew very well coming up when I was in the court system of New York City. And I would just like to say before we hear the evidence from the Attorney General of each side here for New Orleans and Atlanta. Always live life without fear. Also, make sure to put 5 carrots in your baby girl's ear. Most important thing, lunches, brunches, and interviews, always do them by the pool. You might be considered a fool if you drop out of high school. Stereotypes of a black man misunderstood. Folks, it's still all good. All right, wanted to get that out of the way. Bailiff, present to me some facts here. Thank you very much. In this envelope here, I present the facts of the case that will be read and gone over to make sure that we have everything done. Also, I would like to say in the courtroom here, we will be having an after-hours party in the judge's chamber. Stay tuned for that. You are all welcome here, both public and also attorneys and private attorneys as well. You are more than welcome. Let's get to the case and the facts of the case only here. The New Orleans Saints are 9-3 straight up this season, 4-2 away from home. Very interesting. Good season for the New Orleans Saints so far. 7-5 against the spread. That means Las Vegas has certainly had a good number on this football team. 4-2 ATS away against the spread. That's pretty good right there. Should be able to factor in and use that as valid evidence. 9-1 straight up in their last 10. Very relevant here in my courtroom here at sportsbookreview.com. 10-5 over the last 15 games. We will allow that, even though it does go back a little bit into last season. 15-7 straight up last 15 games in Atlanta. Hold on here, folks. You're trying to tell me Deuce McAllister, Reggie Bush, and Joe Horn are going to factor into this football game? Strike that from the record, court reporter. That will not be allowed or added into evidence in my courtroom here today. The Falcons, 7-5 straight up, 3-3 at home, struggling down there in that new palace, the Mercedes-Benz Dome. 5-7 against the spread, 3-3 against the spread at home. What's going on down there, Falcons? Attorney, what is going on down there? Should they not have a better record in their new home and their new dome? I agree. I think they should. 3-6 against the spread in their last 9 games. Over in 17 of Atlanta's last 25 ball games. Similarities in there. We'll let that one slide. We're not going to overrule that. Under in the last 6 of 9 games. Very relevant. Under in 4 of 5 Atlanta home games this year. Which brings it in the case. Very good evidence that we're getting into. Let's take a look. In the game itself, folks, 59% of the tickets are currently coming in on the New Orleans Saints. But the line has now swung today to -2.5 for the Atlanta Falcons. The Sharps have spoken here. Very important elements, very relevant in my courtroom today. But we're not going to pick on a side in this football game, folks. That's not where we're going to go today. We're going to lean on the total in this football game. Coming in right now, sitting at 52. We are going to lean right now, taking an over or an under. I do want to bring up in my courtroom right now, bailiff. Bring everybody up front. Go over a couple key bits of information here. The New Orleans Saints really need this football game, yes. The Atlanta Falcons really need this football game, yes. It's playoff-type atmosphere down in the Dome here tonight. Also, very important information to enter into the record. It's a Thursday night football game. Short prep time, banged-up bodies, cornerbacks coming back for the New Orleans Saints. I think we're going to see a playoff atmosphere in this one. It's time to make it rolling. We're going to roll in the favor of the people betting the under tonight. Under 52. Now, as I said, why don't we get the party on tonight? Go back a little bit here for us. Get it flowing. The people have spoken. We're going to take the under tonight. The under 52. The courtroom at sportsbookreview.com. It's only getting started. We're tailgating for tonight.
This is how we do it. It's Friday.
The episodes only get better from here at sportsbookreview.com.
The party's here.
The under's going to make us so much money tonight.
Designated driver, take the keys out of the truck. Hit the shop 'cause I'm faded. Honey's in the
For everything, football, judges, and partying. Sportsbookreview.com.
Some guys ain't